Hey everyone, welcome back to another mini-sode where today we'll be taking a look at a couple of puzzlers that are different, but also a little similar to each other. Super Bubble Pop and Ultra Bust-A-Move. Starting with Super Bubble Pop, the goal here is to clear the board of all colored bubbles in order to move on by creating a row, stack, or column of 3 or more colored bubbles. You can also complete the stage if you complete the requisite amount of level stars in said stage. Each of the playable characters has a unique special move that they can use to help clear said bubbles, which is earned by popping the bubbles of their favorite color. There's also special moves you earn by grabbing special bubbles that fall down to the bottom of the screen where your character's at. There's 50 stages split into 4 difficulties, as well as 2-player head-to-head mode, and that's it. There's no other modes to play, and besides 2 unlockable characters, once you play through the stages, there's no real reason to come back to this game. As far as graphics go, the whole game has a very mid-90s design to it, with moving backgrounds that will probably remind you of the visualizations on the old Windows Media Player, but only more distracting. Maybe they did this to hide the fact that the rest of the game just looks bland? I don't really know. As for the music, you can select from a handful of in-game tunes that aren't that bad to listen to, but you can also add your own music in if you want. Super Bubble Pop is pretty much a clone of Bust-A-Move, but not as fun. It starts off like it'll be a decent time, but eventually it loses that fun factor as you play on when you realize that the main mode is all you get. I really don't have much else to say on this one. You're better off playing Bust-A-Move instead. And speaking of Bust-A-Move, what about the Big Green's exclusive version? Ultra Bust-A-Move brings the classic arcade action to Xbox with the familiar bubble-popping gameplay the series is known for, with a variety of modes to choose from. There's classic mode, as well as a few challenge modes, like having to clear a stage with all bubbles hidden until you fire, a one-shot only challenge, and a seesaw challenge where the board rotates left or right depending on where your launch bubble hits. There's also multiplayer modes that you can play with either the computer or another player, such as the original versus mode, as well as taking turns with one bubble shooter to see who can drop the most bubbles or make the most color matches. Back when this came out, you could even play this via Xbox Live, which, not gonna lie, it was probably a lot of fun. Again, not a lot to say, except that it's Bust-A-Move and it's really fun. This is a really good version of the game with some fun modes to play. But there's one thing that I'm just not a fan of: the visuals. Instead of having the cutesy art style the game is known for, with dragons Bub and Bob at the forefront, Ultra instead has this, well, I can't really describe it except saying it's graffiti-like? I mean, I'm sure that's not the right term for it. Maybe saying of the time would be better. Either way, it sucks. Sure, the music still has that Bust-A-Move feeling to it, but this art style is just not that great. Hell, Bub and Bob are nowhere to be found. I mean, what's up with that? I know this is a minor nitpick, and it honestly doesn't take away from how fun the game is. It's just very jarring, that's all. As far as console versions of Bust-A-Move go, this is one of the best ones and is definitely worth picking up, even if Bub and Bob aren't in it. And with that, this is the Dali Popka, and as always, stay green, my friends. I'll see you next time.